Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Maddie, and this video is gonna be a shorter one. It's just kind of a sit-down video, and I just got back from my mission trip in Guatemala a few days ago, and so I thought I'd talk to you about that and the whole experience of it. So yeah, here we go. Also, the reason why there is an ice pack, I've hurt my knee in the past. And over the trip, it got swollen and hurts to walk on. So now I'm icing it and going to the doctor some point in this week. So just a little information. So this trip was so amazing. So we went to Guatemala and we left on a Saturday. We got to the airport at like 7-ish. And we all met up there by 7:30. We're supposed to be there at 7:20. And then we prayed, and then we went to check our bags in security. That took a little bit, but then we got through and it was great. And then once we get there, it was about a 4-ish hour drive, and our flight landed at what time did our plane take off? 12. So our flight landed at 1 something, so we didn't get on the road till 2-ish, 3. So we didn't get to the mission house till 7, I think. And then we did some leadership training sort of things. And then the next day we woke up, me and my friends woke up at 5:30 every morning and went and saw the sunrise in the mountains. I'm going to show pictures at the end, but that was just a lot of fun. And so then after that, we would do our little morning devotionals, because you could do it either before breakfast or after. And since we were already up, we chose to do them before breakfast. And so we did that, and then we just kind of had time to just chill and talk. And then we had breakfast, and then we got ready, and then did some more leadership trainings every morning, and that was the same routine every morning. And then after those leadership trainings, you could finish getting ready, and then we'd have lunch, and then from lunch, you'd go to your mission house, or your missionary sites, and you just go out for a few hours with some of the locals there and just share the gospel and connect them to their local church. Now, Sunday and Thursday were different, and I'm going to explain those. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday Monday and Tuesday were the exact same schedule. Sunday and Thursday were different, and then Wednesday was kind of half and half. So let's start with Sunday. So Sunday, we had to wake up pretty early and eat breakfast early because we went to their church, and we went to their church service, and they did their typical church service, and then we did one in English and kind of showed them what it was what it kind of looked like in our church. And then after that, we had lunch there. The church provided us with lunch, which was super sweet of them. And then after that, we met up with locals at the church there, and we dispersed into our missionary groups. And our groups kind of changed every day. I was in a different group every day. Some people were in the same group for 2 to 3 days. I was moved around, which I loved because I got to talk to more people and locals and just from our church and get to know people better, which is so great. And so then after we did our ministry sites on Sunday, we headed back, and we would do debrief time and shout outs. So it's debrief time was just kind of you talk about how it went sharing the gospel, if anyone chose to accept Christ, anything like that. And then shout outs, you would shout out someone on your team or just someone you saw who was doing really good at something, just encouragement. And then, also I forgot to say this, but in between lunch and when we were going to our ministry sites, we had a little bit of time. And so all of us from our church, our group, just were playing games and stuff, and that was so much fun. Lots of team building. I love playing games with people, and when you're in that big of a group, it is just so much fun. It was just amazing. And then, like I said, Monday and Tuesday were the same. You'd wake up 5:30. Not everyone did. It was really only a few people in our room, and then some other people would wake up at 6 and 7. You'd go out onto the roof, and you'd see the sunrise, and then you'd do your devotional, and then breakfast, and then the leader training things, and then break, and then lunch. And we'd have 2 leader trainings. So it'd be one, then you'd have a 15-minute break, and then you'd come back and do a Just Dance. Guys, that was so fun. Just in a group, It's like so many good memories. It was just so fun. It was funny watching everyone. Loved it. And then do another leader training meeting thing, and then you'd have lunch, and then you'd get ready to go on your ministry sites. And then after that, you'd come back. You'd have a little bit of like free time depending on what time you got back. So then you'd like kind of like just chill, and then you have dinner, and then after dinner you'd have debrief, shout outs, and then you'd have free time again. And most nights during free time we would play games, or we went on the roof and just sung worship songs together, and it was just so fun. There was one night we played a big game, party bowl or fish bowl, whatever you call it, and it was guys versus girls, and it was so funny. The girls lost, but it's okay because it was so fun, and it was definitely worth it. And like memories, it was just such a good experience, and I loved it. In the group, all the people that went were so funny. It was just great. So now for Wednesday like morning was the same. So all of Wednesday was pretty much the same, except the Wednesday ministry was cut shorter, and then and then after that we had a celebration event at their church. So we went, and it was like our last ministry day because we left Thursday, and so it was just really sweet to see all the people there, and all the people that you had invited who had become new believers, or just who you invited to come. You were like, hey, we have this Wednesday, like come join us. And so that's when they said how many people had heard the gospel and how many people accepted Christ. And 161 people heard the gospel, and 47 people, I believe, accepted Christ. And so that was just so sweet. And at that information, I was crying. Like, I was just so excited. It's just such an unbelievable thing that you're out there, you're sharing the gospel, you're sharing the good news of Jesus, and seeing that people chose to accept it and receive him and believe it as well is just absolutely insane. It's such a surreal feeling that it's like so hard to put into words. And then after, they did like this little like graduation ceremony, and they gave us like these little like missionary certificate things and a little like gift, and I'll insert those in just a second. And it was just so sweet. And then like all the people from their church just prayed over us and hugged us after, and it was like I was in tears for a solid 10-20 minutes. I was just like, this is so sweet, just this community that we got to be a part of, we got to build. It's just like everyone's there so friendly and so family oriented, and just was such great people that like being there, just like it was like such a uplifting place, and you could definitely feel God's presence just there and moving, and it was unbelievable. So Thursday we had to wake up at 5:30 because we had breakfast at 6, because by 7 we had to be on the bus and leaving, because we were going to Antigua in Guatemala, which is like such a pretty city there. And so we woke up at 5:30. We actually woke up at like 5:15, 5:30 I think, and then we like finished packing, got ready really quick, and then from there we ate breakfast, and then we finished getting everything and we loaded on that bus. And then from there we drove like 2-3 hours, made a pit stop, got snacks, water, all the things. Then we drove a little bit more and had to make one more pit stop, get lunch in the car, because like traffic was pretty slow there. And so then we made it to Antigua around 12:31, I think it was like 12:30. And then once we got there, we went to the cross on the mountain, I believe is what it's called. I'll correct myself if it's not. But yes, and so we took lots of pictures there. We got to see it. It was very beautiful. You can see the volcano in the background. I'll also show pictures at the end. But that was very pretty. And then from there, we went down to like this little market where we just kind of went shopping. And it's like a market, so you like so it was just a market where everyone had their different things, and you just like kind of went shopping. So we had about 30-ish minutes because we had to like keep to a schedule, because we had to be at the airport by 9 to give us like 3 hours, because our flight was supposed to leave at 12:30. So we had to make sure we had enough time, and we had dinner at 5, from 5 to 7, and then we had from 7 to 9 to get to the airport. So we had 30 minutes at this one place, and then we walked a little bit to this other like part, and it had a coffee shop and a little more market, so we went there, and then we got a few more things, and then from there we loaded on the bus and went to the restaurant, which was so good. Me and my friend Kendall, we shared, so I got a burger and she got chicken Alfredo, and we just split it in half and shared, and it was delicious. Oh my goodness. And all the food there, like when we were staying at the mission house, the people who were like letting us stay there, their whole family came in and were like cooking meals for us, and it was just so good. It was such good food. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, back to that. We had dinner. While we waited, it was kind of like a museum, so we just kind of like walked around and took lots of pictures. Had our own little photo shoot. So much fun. Then after dinner, it was about 7:30 when we were leaving. So then we got on the bus, and we're in really bad traffic till like 9:30. And so our time that our plane was supposed to leave kept getting pushed out. It was like 12:30, 1, 12:05, and then it got to like 1:05, 1:17, 1:28. We ended up not leaving till 1:40. We were kind of worried that the flight was going to be canceled. I heard some people talking about that, like, I hope it doesn't get canceled. That would be so sad. And so it didn't get canceled. It just got delayed. So we're all delirious at the airport, just hanging out, talking, laughing. It was great. And then we got on the plane. I could not sleep. So remember that we like woke up at 5:30 that morning. And we didn't get back to America, or the US, Texas, until our plane didn't land until 6 or 6 something. So I had been up from 5:30 to 6, and like I'd doze off from it, and I'd wake up and I'd still be on the same song that I went to sleep with, and I was like, okay. So I didn't get much sleep. And then we came back, went through customs, got our luggage, all that great stuff. It went really well. And then we like met up with our families, said our goodbyes, then came home. And once I got home, I went to sleep at like 9 and slept till 3. And it was great. I definitely needed the rest, but it was like such a good trip and so fun. But yeah. So I'm like remembering some things throughout the week that I forgot, so I'm just going to go ahead and share. And so in the bus on our way to and from our missionary sites or the church, it was about 45-minute drives. And so we would just start singing. And so one night, it was Wednesday night after the celebration and everything, that all of us girls and even some of the guys joined in, and we were screaming. And when I say screaming, I mean like yelling at the top of our lungs, screaming Disney songs. I think there was like some Justin Bieber, some worship in there. Like we were just like shouting all of these songs, and it was just so fun. And like memories that will like, I love like just singing and jamming out and having so much fun in buses when you're on like church camps, like mission trips, like those sorts of things with everyone. It's just so fun. And there was lots of like, we'd always be singing on the bus or talking and laughing, or like in any free time we were playing games, or we were singing on the roof at night. Like there were all these different things that like just build those bonds and relationships, and on the buses were so fun. Like it's just crazy. Like my mind is just like full of all the good things and like all the memories. Like there was nothing bad about this trip. Like I'm like, okay, when can we go again? Like I'm so ready to go on another one, to keep sharing God's word. Like it was just so moving and opened like this like mindset of mine that's like, okay, you've done it, you can go out and tell more, and you can keep doing it. It shouldn't stop when you get back home. Like there are people even here who you don't think need to, that do need to hear God's love and his word. And so that is just a new unlocked passion I'm realizing, and it's just very cool to see how like God has worked through this trip, and like just like learning from other people on the trip and how what they said and how they do it, and just like all these different things and different perspectives. It's very eye-opening and just very fun. It was definitely came really close to everyone on the trip, and now we have a big group chat, and most of us are hanging out again tomorrow, even though like we got back 2 days ago and we're hanging out again, and we saw everyone today at church. Like it is just so fun, and you're just so close with everyone and build such a good community. It's just, I love it. I love it so much. I'm editing this video right now, and there are just two things I want to say really quickly. None of this in this video, none of this gospel sharing, none of that would have been possible without God. And so just it's like has given me so much gratitude towards him and so much thankfulness, just like because he was working through it. So it was nothing that we did. It was all through him and him through us. And so it's just amazing to see that. And also at the end, so after this, I'm going to show, I vlogged a little bit on the way to Guatemala, like before it happened, and then a little bit on the way back. So I'm going to add those at the end and then some pictures. So just giving that little key information now. So here we go. I'm editing this video right now, and there are just two things I want to say really quickly. None of this in this video, none of this gospel sharing, none of that would have been possible without God. And so just it's like has given me so much gratitude towards him and so much thankfulness, just like because he was working through it. So it was nothing that we did. It was all through him and him through us. And so it's just amazing to see that. And also at the end, so after this, I'm going to show, I vlogged a little bit on the way to Guatemala, like before it happened, and then a little bit on the way back. So I'm going to add those at the end and then some pictures. So just giving that little key information now. So here we go. Good morning, guys. It's almost like 6:20. I've been up since about 5:20, getting ready to go to the airport, heading to Guatemala today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm going on a mission trip. Let's get an airport fit check. You ready? Okay, Nike sweatshirt, sweatpants from Target, and then just my black platform Converse, and then I have like an Under Armour t-shirt underneath. And yeah, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. Oh, let me show you the bag I'm taking. Well, I already put my suitcase in the car, but now I'll show you the backpack I'm taking. I'm taking this backpack so I can fit a lot of things in it, because I have to carry it on my backpack every day. Because of the mission trip, we have to carry things in it. Now, the things that we're supposed to carry in it on our mission days are in my suitcase. But yeah, everything else is in my backpack. So yeah, I'm so excited. Alright guys, we have 4 minutes till we have to go. It's the final countdown. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, yeah, I'll see you in a sec. I feel like not up early this morning, but it feels so good. I'm so excited. Guys, look at the pretty sunset, or sunrise. It's gonna be so pretty. It's gonna be a good day. Like, look over there. Look how pretty it is. Like, what? I'm so excited. So excited. On our way to the airport. I'm actually so excited, guys. Like, I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss her too. It's quiet as soon as you leave. It's only 6 days. It's only 6 days. So the last one was worse by 1 day. No, I think it's the same. But I'll be back like Friday morning. Like, you'll still probably be asleep when I get back. So yeah. Guys, look, our hot air balloon at the airport. It smells like mustard. It smells real bad over here. I can't breathe. We're about to land. We landed in Guatemala. So excited. Riding in a bus. Literally a side eye view. I know, I was literally outside. Here it is.
Okay, hey vlog, we are doing a food review of, okay, I just dropped it like 12 times. What is it? Choco. Chicky Choco. Alright, I'm sure that's exactly how you say it. Wait, hold it. Wait, I got this. Just kidding. Wait. No, that's a bad angle. Here. Okay, wait, did you already open yours? Yeah. Okay. The struggle is real. Okay. Wait,
oh, it's together? Mine broke. Okay. I'm just gonna eat it.
3, 2, 1.
They're actually kind of good.
Yeah, it has like coconut in it or something. Coconut? Yeah.
It has like, I don't know, it reminds me of something though.
Yeah. It's good though. It is. I feel like I wish I had like more chocolate, you know?
More chocolate, less pepper.
Yeah, good. Agreed. Okay, bye vlog.
Okay, so in this clip, it was really loud, so y'all couldn't hear me. I don't really know what I was saying. I think I was saying that we're about like halfway there, but I honestly cannot hear even myself. So here it is. Okay, it is also really loud in here, but here's just a little picture of the mountains. Next two clips are of us on our way coming back and traveling to Antigua, which I'm going to say, and then there are pictures that I entered in. Just went shopping.
Get like an ice cream for the
Look at us go. Bargainers we are.
So that is all the videos I have. Now I'm just going to upload some pictures of just Guatemala itself, me and my friends, and yeah. So here are just the pictures of, right now it's just Guatemala, and then in a minute it's going to be me and my friends. But I'm just so grateful that I had this opportunity and was able to go close with so many people on this trip, and just the amazing view and seeing everything God created. It was just such a blessing, and I'm very grateful that I was able to go, and just, it was such a good experience overall.